Hi, everybody, and welcome to Cope with Hope. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Sameer Vohra, whom I've known since he was a young child. And I've watched his journey grow, and I've watched him grow into this amazing young man who is looking after so many animals with so much love and kindness and bringing hope into their lives. I'm super proud of him. Thank you so much, Sameer, for agreeing to do this interview with me. Thank you so much for
Thank
going
you.
and charging your geo, and I really appreciate it. So, Sameer, will you let us know a little bit about what inspired you to start this first cageless shelter that we have in India, in Kalote?
Well, it started before Kalote.
Yes,
It was in Lonavala, where I had moved after I came back from Florida to Bombay
yes.
and could not hack it in Bombay, hated it. So moved to Lonavala, and that's where it started. I picked up a dog, I picked up a sheep, and then it just kept going, kept going till we hit about 150 animals.
Wow.
And the place was too small, so it all fell into place where my darling sister decided she was going to get me land, and
Oh,
we picked up this beautiful piece of land in Kalote, and that's where we built this shelter, which was like a dream come true, and with a lot of help from everybody, my trustees, family, everybody helped, and friends.
wow.
So it's a half an acre plot which we are right now working on, and now we're at almost 400 animals,
Wow.
and we just picked up 2 acres more
Okay.
to grow and help more animals that we can. So that's where we are at this point. We've started building on the 2 acres right now.
Okay.
Um, Not a great time with lockdown, but it's
No.
okay. Things are still moving.
Okay, that's wonderful. So, Sameer, what was your inspiration? What is it that inspired you to be such a kind person to animals on this planet, which is very needed?
Um, I think my dogs, they um, they were my reason probably to continue looking after animals.
Your dogs. Like
Yeah,
growing up?
I flew back with 2 of them.
Oh, you flew back.
Growing up,
Okay. Yes.
we always had at home.
Yes.
I rescued a dog when we were living in Dubai. Uh, so the thrill of, I mean, the joys of rescuing an animal compared to buying an animal
Yes.
is way different. Um, and I think they appreciate us more when we rescue them,
Yes.
and there are so many to be rescued.
Oh,
So
yes, there are. Yeah, there are. And what is it that inspired you to start? What is it that inspired you to start a cageless shelter? Sameer, I think we've got frozen over here. Okay, guys, let me Kalote. It's not so good. The signal is not so great over there. So please bear with us.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm
You're
back.
back. Okay, good, good, good. So what is it that inspired you to start a cageless shelter in Kalote or in Luna when you first started?
Well, I think I didn't have much of a choice because where I was in Lonavala, it was just 4,000 square feet,
Okay.
and because it wasn't planned that I was becoming a shelter, It was just animals that I saw and I picked up and I rescued. Um, because of the lack of space, I couldn't build cages or enclosures.
Yes.
Also the lack of funds. And so I started with animals just living with each other, and it worked great for me. There are shelters that do have enclosures or different spaces.
Yes.
I didn't have the space to begin with, so everybody just lived with each other. Dogs, cats, pigs, everyone was just living together.
Wow. Yeah.
So when we were getting bigger space, I think we all, as by then it was a trust, we all just said, let's go with the same concept, and let's just have everybody living together. Why have enclosures?
Yes.
Why have cages?
I mean, that's amazing.
So,
What happens if there's somebody who's like hurt very badly or insecure? Do they fight with the others, and how do you handle that?
when they come in, there is always a bit of, uh, this is my space, this is not your.
Yeah, can you imagine? People do that. They're animals.
Yeah, people do that. If
Yeah,
they're not given the choice, you know, they they all just live together, and
yeah.
I don't really give them a choice. They're here. They know that somehow they know that this is it. This is where they're going to be for the rest of their lives, and they just integrate. They all just live together in
Wow.
harmony.
I think it's your
And I'm.
kindness and love. I think that's it. It's
I
because you're
think it's
so
also that I'm
kind.
top dog.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
top
I think
dog.
it's
Yeah.
also that I'm top dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm living with y'all have to live with each other.
Wow, that's lovely. Yeah, that's lovely. And what about food? What about meal times? Do they all respect each other's meals, or do they all?
Yeah, they all have. We have a system that is going where, like for dogs, we fill up everybody's bowls. Everybody has their own bowl, and we call them in. They eat and then they go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you train them? Do you train them at all, Sameer? Or
No, not
it's just
really.
organic? It's just all organic.
Yeah, you just live. You just live the way you want. Yes, we have rules where everybody goes into their respected rooms or whatever to sleep. Um, I have my lot that sleeps in my room. My boy
Oh,
who lives with me, one of
yeah.
my staff, he has his lot who sleeps in his room.
Okay.
So that's just everybody chooses to stay wherever they want.
Okay.
But yeah, they all just live. There's no
So,
training.
so what
They
is
don't
your
have to
lot?
go anywhere after
Yeah.
this.
What is
So
your lot that
we
lives
don't.
with you?
Oh, I've got 17
Oh
dogs,
my God.
a pig, two cats, sometimes a sheep.
In your room?
Yeah,
I love
in
it.
my room. Yes.
17 dogs, a pig, two cats, a
Yeah,
sheep. Wow.
yeah. Every now and then the monkey comes
Oh,
in.
and the monkey. I love it.
Yeah.
God.
So
Bless you. Just bless you is all I can say. Bless you. And then outside you have what? The donkeys and
yeah. So outside the donkeys have. They go grazing all day,
okay.
just like the cattle, because we don't. We try not to keep them in a shed where they stand all day, so they get to go out, roam. They come back in the evening, and then they have their own little space where they stay for the night.
I love it.
The horses have their stables, so
At
the
this
chickens have
moment,
their own food.
the chicken have their own coop. I love it.
Yes,
So at
yes.
this moment, how many animals do you have, like right now?
We have about 370,
Wow. Wow.
all different kinds.
All different kinds. Okay. So tell me, during the lockdown, what happened? During the
Hmm.
lockdown, how were you able to take care of so many?
Well, I had a bit of a panic attack before the lockdown,
Yes.
um, because when I realized that we were going into lockdown, my biggest fear was food, of
Yes.
course. So luckily, we had enough money in our trust account for which we stocked up for about, well, we stocked up for 2.5 months exactly,
Okay.
ironically. Um, we stocked up food for everybody. Um, so we were quite good as far as food goes. And luckily for me, the staff are all from the village around us.
Yeah.
So there was no shortage of staff because we're in a very small valley.
Yes.
We had no cases, and we still have no cases, touch wood.
That's what, thank
But
God.
yeah, thank God for that. So all the staff came in. Of course, we had a certain set of rules where, we were trying not to let the staff go to do their marketing.
Yeah.
Instead of that, we would bring in their food, their vegetables that they required at home.
Okay.
And the basics, what everybody's doing. If we have an ambulance coming in, then everybody puts on their mask.
Yeah.
Um, we managed to get a lot of hand sanitizer from our vet.
Okay. Good.
So that was hung all over the place in little spray bottles, which everybody was free to use.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so it wasn't, I guess the only stress that we had in lockdown was probably not being able to go out and do something if it was an emergency.
So what happened? Because I know during the lockdown, people just turned their animals out, and there were some very shocking stories. So did you rescue
Yes.
animals at that time?
Yeah, yeah. We have, well, I mean, of course, a lot of animals have been abandoned, a
I
lot of
know.
them. Um, and then there were later on in the lockdown, which were the cases where maybe the owners had to be quarantined into hospitals
Yeah.
and those animals were left behind. So we have taken in about, I don't know, maybe 30 odd animals.
Wow. And how did they get to you? How did these 30 odd animals get to you?
Ambulance,
Okay.
ambulance services,
Okay.
which we've been using. Thank God for them because they are the ones, picking up, dropping off a
Wow.
lot of food well, even medicines that I required from
Okay.
Chembur, from our vet, Dr. Deepa.
Okay.
Um, I would just call him up and say, can you pick it up? Um, During the lockdown, I picked up a dog from Khopoli,
Oh, okay.
which was in a very bad state. So she had to go to the vet once a week for 6 weeks.
Bless you. Just
So
bless you.
we managed to get, every time the ambulance went to take her, we would club it with maybe food coming in or
Okay.
medicines that had to come in. So you have to be a little organized at
Yes.
these times, I guess.
Yeah. So you had a good
It's very
system.
important.
So you have a
Yeah,
good system, and at that time you had a
yeah,
really good system. Okay, that's
yeah. So it's not been bad. Of course, cyclone had to hit us,
yeah. So what did you do at
and
that time when the cyclone hit you?
well, there wasn't much you could do.
No, yeah.
We had the roof fly off,
Oh
and
my God.
yeah,
Oh
tiles
my
coming down.
God.
But luckily, no animals were hurt,
Okay.
and we all just got to work after the cyclone was gone. Put the roof back, you know, get new material from somewhere, put it back on. You just have to get going, I guess.
See, I love his attitude. Well, the roof went off, and then we all put it back together.
Yeah, I mean, what
God,
can you do?
that's amazing. I wish we all lived like that, like with love and care for each other, and then together collectively repair all the damage. Wow, yeah, Sameer, you're
Yes.
amazing. So tell me something. What are a couple of the most interesting stories during your journey?
During my journey, oh my God, there's so many.
Okay, tell us a couple
Uh,
of them.
well, I mean, I guess we rescued a German Shepherd, uh, which was actually dumped or tied up outside my vet's clinic
Oh,
in Chembur. And I happened to be there treating another dog of ours, and he was in a really bad shape. I mean, he was the first thing that the vet saw. She was like, Sam, it's not going to happen. This dog is not
Oh,
going to make it. But I was there, and we decided to go for it. And he made it. He survived 10 long days of treatment.
okay.
Um, During the lockdown, right after the cyclone, the forest department came here from Panvel with, I think, 6 boxes of baby birds that had fallen out of nests
Oh,
during the cyclone. And so we have a few of them still. The rest have been released.
oh. And what
Um,
baby birds are these? What are these baby
these
birds?
are wild, basically wild herons,
Okay,
crows,
okay.
all of them that had fallen out of the
Oh,
nest.
cutie
So they just picked it
pies.
up and said, "Here,
Look after
yeah."
them.
So yes,
Okay,
that's what we
and
love.
where's the German Shepherd now, today?
He's with me. He's with me.
Oh, and what's his name?
Carl.
Carl. Wow, Sam, you're
Yes.
amazing. You're just amazing. So, Akshit, did you hear
Thank
that? The
you.
German Shepherd, Carl, is fine. Wow. Also, somebody's asking how they can help you. So, I'll take links from you and we'll put links down where they can donate or
Yes.
any other help that you require.
Well, I mean, food is always required at shelters, any shelter. So,
Okay.
right now, where luckily Amazon is back on.
Okay.
So, we've been getting people to donate through Amazon, where we
Okay.
give them the address in Chembur and get it picked up once a week or whenever the ambulance is going or coming.
Okay,
Um,
fine.
Money is always required at
Okay.
shelters.
Yes.
So, but besides that, yeah, I mean, it's nice to have volunteers. Right now, of course, we can't.
Yes.
But I guess once lockdown is done, we shall have a volunteer program soon.
Oh, lovely. That's
So,
so nice. So I hope you all got that. One is through Amazon, people give them food at Chembur, at Deepak, the vet's place. So
Deepak,
I'll put the number and the address there. And secondly, I'll give the link for direct donations and keep looking at the
yes,
Facebook page as well as the website
Instagram,
and Instagram for further
yeah,
programs, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, that's very nice. Another thing, please tell me, what does hope mean to you? What does the word hope mean to you?
Hope. I guess it's just what I guess it's a better world.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a better world, not just for humans, for everybody.
yeah,
Um, Coexisting. I guess that would be hope someday
yes.
when everybody just learns to coexist and give everybody their space, you know.
I think you are
Respect.
the perfect example of that. Okay.
Yeah,
Respect,
well,
respect.
respect, yes, yes.
So
Definitely
really,
respect.
he is a perfect example. They coexist. Everybody lives in together. Nobody lives in
Yes.
there's no exclusivity. There's no
No.
preciousness. You just live with what is. And that's what's so
Yes.
lovely. God bless you, Sameer.
And I guess lockdown has just taught you that, now that's whatever's the rest is all material.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have food, everyone's got to have their own little space to be
Yes.
happy in,
Yes.
and that's what's most important.
That's just
Freedom. I mean, so many people are not allowed to move out of their house. Well, so many animals are not allowed to just be free.
exactly. So, we know what it feels like. If you're not allowed to move out of
Now
your
we
house,
do.
yes, we know how it
Now
feels
we
like.
definitely do.
Yeah, to be locked in a
Yes.
cage. So I
Yeah.
love the fact that, okay, it happened organically, but at least in Kalote, you've continued with the cageless shelter. You understood the
Yes.
importance of that, of freedom. Any living thing
Yes.
needs to be free to grow. Wow.
Yeah, free to grow, free to do what they want.
Free to blossom in their true glory.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if there's any advice that you'd like to give people about
Um,
life,
I
about
guess
animals,
again, it's just respect every living creature. They're here for their own reasons, and I mean, without them, we also would not be here. Whether it's like people are saying, the bees are such an important part of our lives.
yes,
Um, you just have to respect all the animals, all the birds, all the insects, the
yes,
plants.
yes,
Um, you know, realize that yes, we're here. We have the ability to think, but you got to feel what they feel also.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And will you tell us some more, couple of more stories about rescue?
Um, rescue. Well, I just rescued two horses, which somebody actually told me that he called me up and said, my boss, I look after these horses and my boss doesn't want them anymore.
Oh God.
So I want to find them a place. Of course, that was a lie. It was his horses,
Oh,
and he had kept them in a horrible, horrible condition. Um, and I decided to take them in when I saw them. They were just really, really bad.
oh,
Unfortunately, one passed away, but we managed to save the other.
thank God.
And he's happy. He's living
Oh,
life.
that's
Yeah.
so lovely. And any other last lovely story of rescue?
Um, so I don't know if we saw we had a bird. We had two parakeets that were rescued
Yes,
by PETA India,
yes.
and they had sent them to us because they were also juvenile birds, and
Okay.
they they were with us for about maybe close to 3 months, where they were fed. We tried not to interact with them much. And about 3 days ago, I decided, it's time for them to be released. And so we had them checked by the vet and all of that. And we released them.
Okay.
And yesterday, both the parakeets flew back
Oh.
on our tree just for a hot second to say hi. And we're off again. So,
Hey
because
Sam.
it was like, I had to think about, well, are they okay? Are they not okay?
Yeah,
And I guess they just came back to say, we're okay.
yeah,
We we're fine.
yeah. Hey
Yeah.
Sam, we're doing
Lots
fine.
of stories.
We love you, but we're
Yes.
leaving now.
We're going. Yeah, gotta go.
We're busy, gotta go.
Yes.
How
We gotta go
lovely.
and do our own thing.
Any more gotta go stories or gotta stay stories?
Well, a lot of them just stay actually.
Yeah,
Um, you know, le- we have so many that just stay with us.
yeah. Can't
So,
leave you.
which is also nice. We get to provide for them. No?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you, Sam. That was just lovely. It was just lovely speaking to you. It's always lovely
Lovely
reading your
speaking to you
posts.
too.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, I can't tell you. I
Thank
feel
you.
so happy that I've watched you grow up into something so splendid. So before we
Thank
end, is there one last thing you want to say to all of us?
you. Enjoy this lockdown actually. I think it's great. I think all of us needed a break
Yeah,
from the hectic life. So why not? Why not just make the best of it?
yeah. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you, darling. Really love you.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Mwah.
And as soon as this ends,
Yes,
I'm
you too.
coming. Oh,
Done for
uh,
sure.
it's done for sure. One last question somebody's asking about you. Do you feel emotionally
Huh.
drained at times? Do you feel
Yes,
emotionally? Yes,
of course.
right. Yeah.
Yes. but you got to pick up yourself and move on. I mean, it's it's what I do. So I have to realize that there are so many other lives dependent on me.
Yeah.
Uh, and with every animal that goes, or every situation that I have to deal with, we have to kind of move on, because the others are dependent. Life isn't stopping for me, um, but
Yes.
tomorrow is another day.
Absolutely. Should we just check if there are any other questions? Because this was a very good question.
Sure.
See, he does get emotionally drained, but tomorrow's another day, and the priority is,
Well, I get emotionally attached, so I
yes,
have to get emotionally drained.
absolutely. But your priority is
Yeah.
something else. Your priority is loving them and taking care of them. So
Yeah.
you,
The priority is always the animal.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
accept the fact that, yes, okay, fine, I'm emotionally attached and I'm emotionally drained, but right now I've got to feed my babies. Right now I've got to get the
Yes.
vet. Right now I've got to order the
Deal with
food.
the staff.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yes, all of it.
yeah, so people want links, which I'm going to give them. Erica says I must come, and I do want to come to Kalote. Any rescue story
Mhm.
you've told us some. And somebody says I'm a bit scared of dogs, but I do have a soft corner for them. So what should somebody do if they're scared of dogs, Sam?
Realize that some of them are also scared of us.
Wow, exactly.
Yeah, some of them are very scared of us. And it's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's part of human nature.
Yes,
You just have to get over it.
absolutely. Okay, so somebody says you're doing a great job. How can people help you? Please tell us.
So I will share the links, Amazon links, the addresses, which can be the delivery addresses. They can go to our website, which is www.kaloteanimaltrust.com, and there is a donate button there. And once things open up again, we can have visitors, which always helps both of us, animals and me.
Lovely. I'm going to be the first one. And my
Yes,
daughter wants to
definitely.
go. Tasha wants to come with her
I know.
boyfriend.
Yes,
And I know my son will also want to come. So I'm sure we're all going to come in different lots.
done for sure.
Thank you, my darling. You're just wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
this was
Thank
just
you.
very lovely and so special.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. So I'm
Love you
sharing this
too.
right now. Bye. Bye. See you. Bye.
Will do. Bye. Bye.